Okay, so I'm back, and this time I just want to talk about a few things that I would like to see for the world. One is the end of hunger. Why? Why? We have so many countries around the world who have food, who have plenty of food and resources. Why is there starvation in this world? Why? There shouldn't be. There should be no starvation in this world. This is Father John. This is something Marissa's been trying to do something about for years and years and years, and has been patiently waiting until she gets her money. And as soon as she does, we are going to end world hunger. Yes, so no more hunger. That's the first thing. Then education, you know, people with knowledge of the spiritual world, understanding that Jesus is the answer to everything. Jesus is the answer. Call on him. Ask him to hang out, and he will solve your problems. It may take time because Jesus works in his own time. But as long as you have faith and follow his lead, he will heal you. This is Father John again. And what else? Okay, so all the lies and deceit of people on top, that has to end. That has to end. All the lies that governments tell their people, that has to end. A more transparent government for around the world, governments around the world, more transparent. And just in general, just being educated. You don't have to go to college because high school will be enough. And I don't even know if there'll be college yet. And we are not saying a word yet. But I see people taking ideas and going with them and changing the world and making major, massive changes to the world. And I don't. I know the left sees this. I know the left is thinking, well, there's going to be robots and computers, and they're thinking of this. That's the future. Computers. Well, computers weren't around for a long time. And, they revolutionized the world. Who's to say something else isn't going to revolutionize the world and change and make computers obsolete? AI? Why should you worry about AI? People are going to be around to make sure it doesn't take over. Robots? Okay, robots. But maybe not the way they're thinking of them right now. And why not AI? But AI in a way that is safe for humanity. This is Father John. Yes, Marissa is thinking outside of the box. And the left has had a clear vision of what they wanted for humanity and what they were going to try to put in motion. which is AI, which would eventually harm humanity. But Marissa's not worried because Marissa is going to stop the dangers of AI. She's going to stop it. And I'm saying, why not continue with AI in a different direction? And I'm saying it too. Why not? Anyway, this all I'm saying is that education, the way it's set up now, is not the answer. It isn't. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't work hard, because working hard is nice and you feel a sense of accomplishment. But to be in a job where you're miserable for 40 some years, that really ruins the quality of your life. It really does. So I'm saying there may be different ways to work, because the Industrial Revolution changed a lot. Computers changed a lot. So many things changed society. And we have now, here in the United States, a work ethic that is, work until you retire, and then your retirement is poor. You're poor during your retirement, and then you die. And it shouldn't be that way. It should not be that way. No matter what profession you choose, you should be able to invest. You should have a way to invest for your future. This is Father John, and what Marissa is saying is true. It doesn't matter what job you do. Whatever job you do, you shouldn't have to rely on your boss to provide your retirement, because that gets very tricky. But no matter what you do, if you don't have a professional job where people are investing in your 401k, or if you have not even a professional job, other jobs do too. But if you don't have a job with a 401k or any type of retirement, you need to start investing in your own retirement. Yeah. And I thought to myself, if I had a windfall, if I could go back and change things, when I took out my retirement, I would definitely have invested back then, because the prices were cheaper. I would have invested half of it in gold and kept the rest of it. And that would have made all the difference in Marissa's life, because it was a large sum of money. But Marissa was very ill at the time, and she had to leave Cleveland. She had to. So she had to use her money. Yeah. I don't know about investing in gold right now. We would help Marissa invest in gold, because we can get the good prices. Anyway, but back to my point. Let me back it up. Back past the investments, the jobs, and the work. Not everyone is cut out to do a 9 to 5. Like, I'm not. I did it, and it was so difficult. It was so difficult for me, but um I know, I feel, and I kind of know that Jesus is setting the world up for a new way of life, and this whole, all the jobs we have now may or may not still exist, but there will be so much more opportunity and different types of jobs. So you're not stuck. Oh, 9 to 5, 9 to 5, 9 to 5, or 8-hour shifts or 12-hour shifts or 16-hour shifts, unless you like that type of work. There'll be other things available, other options where you can use your education if you want, or you can use your skills, and you can just be happy. Be happy. Because you're not going to be tracked. You're not going to be tracked in high school or in school. They're not going to put you on a track or say, okay, you're going to be this and you're going to be that and you're going to be that, because they have quotas to fill. Well, we have to have so many doctors and we have to have so many this and that and that. And when you're young, they make your decisions for you. This is Father John. This is what's going on in American education. Students think they're choosing their paths, but they're not really, because they are being brainwashed and groomed for different career paths at a young age. And tracking is part of it, but that's only part of it. All right. And I think that on that note, Marissa should end this vlog. Yeah, okay, on that note, I think I'm going to end this vlog. And I'm going to say I hope everybody watching has a great evening tonight and a great day tomorrow, and things go your way. All right, bye.